My name is Jonathan Carter. For 41 years, I thought I had everything figured out: a successful banking career, a loving wife, a comfortable life in Denver. But one careless mistake shattered it all. One text message, left visible on our kitchen counter, unraveling a secret I never imagined. Emma forgot her phone in the shower. A simple rule at home: no passwords, no secrets. I told myself it was about trust and safety. But then I saw the message: room 317, same as last time, from Vincent Larson. Vincent, the powerful developer reshaping Denver's skyline. The revelation hit me like a punch. Vincent Larson wasn't just a name. He was Denver's golden boy, wealthy, influential, always accompanied by his elegant wife, Claire. I'd met Claire before, soft-spoken, beautiful, with eyes that never truly smiled. Now, I understood the sadness masked beneath her perfect facade, a world of secrets hiding in plain sight. I poured myself bourbon, steady on the surface but shattered inside. When Emma came out, all warmth vanished from our home. I played it cool, asked about the work meeting, watched her like a hawk. No crack, no guilt. She was a pro at hiding the truth, and the lie I told about dinner started an unthinkable spiral. Found her leaving work, dressed sharp and confident. But she didn't go to her car. She walked 3 blocks to the Warwick Hotel, room 317. I sat in my car, hands white on the wheel, torn between fury and cold calculation. This wasn't just betrayal. It was a venomous game, and I needed proof, hard, undeniable proof. I avoided the rush of anger, trading it for bourbon and the company of old friends at Brady's dive bar. Mike, the bartender, knew without words what I was going through. Sometimes silence and a stiff drink are the only allies you have before confronting a nightmare that's come true. 3 drinks in, I made the call to Barry Hoffman, an ex-cop turned PI who owed me a favor. Discreet, thorough, immediate surveillance on Emma and Vincent, the target, my own wife, and the man destroying my life. I told Barry, with no emotion in my voice, that I wanted the truth no matter how dark. 2 grueling weeks. I played the part: devoted husband by day, haunted spy by night, smiling at breakfast, asking about her work, all while waiting for Barry's updates. The hardest part wasn't the lies, it was watching her, pretending ignorance as my world crumbled quietly, piece by painful piece. One evening, Emma wore a blue dress I'd never seen before. She lied smoothly about its age. But I knew Vincent had bought it. Barry's photos confirmed it: shopping, hidden smiles, stolen moments. I told her she looked beautiful even with betrayal. Some memories cling, some love lingers, entwined with pain. Barry's photos kept coming: trysts in hotel elevators, secret embraces in luxury suites, text messages, credit card records for room service, all the proof of their betrayal. 7 months, right under my nose. But Barry had uncovered something darker. Vincent's financial empire was a house of cards, teetering on collapse. Barry slid me the dossier: proof of investor funds misused, false financial reports, money shuffled to hide losses. Larson's empire was a massive Ponzi scheme. The stakes just got higher. Vincent wasn't just cheating me privately. He was stealing millions from innocent investors. Now, it wasn't just personal. It was a war. I called in sick, a first in 5 years, while Emma went to work. I dove into research: Vincent's ties, his routines, his wife Claire. I needed allies. Claire was key. She was smart, sharp. A woman forced to watch her perfect life unravel, meeting her at the museum. We forged an unexpected alliance to expose them both. I showed Claire the photos, the proof of the affair, the financial ruin. Her composed facade cracked with grief and anger. She suspected something, but the full betrayal hit hard. Together, we decided it wasn't enough to wait for justice. We would force the truth into the light and shame them publicly. The annual gala was their stage. Vincent honored as top donor, Emma coordinating every detail. Claire and I planned to hijack the event. We swapped the presentation video with a damning expose. SEC agents ready, the police alerted, an anonymous tip timed to the reveal. Justice would come in front of Denver's elite. No escape for lies. The night before, I confronted Emma. No more deception. She played the negotiation game. But I cut through the lies like a blade: their affair, the plans for the future, the financial ruin. I was calm but deadly serious. The game was over. The betrayal laid bare. The stage set for the final act of exposure and reckoning. I left at dawn, furtive and fragile. Barry tailed her to Vincent's penthouse late-night strategy sessions, plotting beneath the city's glow, exhausted and tense. She returned just before daylight. I pretended to sleep. But the betrayal felt so close, so real. This wasn't just infidelity, it was a conspiracy of lies and deceit. I expected a regular night. I had my own, jeans over tuxedo, a quiet rebellion against the charade. The gala was my battlefield, but my fight was outside the glitz. Claire and Barry prepared the final moves. Tonight, the masks would fall. Tonight, Denver's high society might witness a spectacular fall from grace. Claire and I entered arm in arm, striking and conspicuous in the sea of tailored suits and silk gowns. The whispers started immediately. Who's that with Claire Larson? The sharp glances, the hushed speculations, they all added fuel to the fire. We were there to unsettle the perfect illusion, and it worked beautifully. Spotted Emma flawless in black, clipboard in hand, poised yet frozen. Vincent's eyes darted between us, confusion, shock. Then forced joviality, words failed him. Claire's smile was razor sharp. We owned the room. The web of lies was unraveling in real time, and the city's elite were about to witness everything. The evening's ceremony took a sinister twist. Claire and I seated at the head table. Emma relegated across from us, tightening her grip on the wine glass. Vincent's discomfort was palpable, scotches disappearing fast as the tension thickened. Passive aggression and silent battles played out before Denver's social creme de la creme. Whispered warnings, but I was done playing nice. This was her spotlight, too public and unrelenting. The salmon tasted bitter with betrayal, as I promised the best was still coming. Claire's return from the restroom triggered another round of tension. The night was far from over. The real drama was about to unfold. Claire's words stung new beginnings and all that. Vincent's forced smiles cracked. The museum director tried to salvage the moment, but Vincent's distraction betrayed him. The poised facade was crumbling. Everyone sensed the gathering storm. Claire's courage radiated. This wasn't just about revenge, it was truth demanding to be heard. Lights dimmed, the screen flickered to life. Vincent's staged achievements played, then abruptly cut to undeniable evidence, photos of betrayal, whispering lies exposed in front of the crowd. Gasps filled the room. Emma's wine glass shattered on the floor. The mask fell away, and the true story was unveiled for all to see. Vincent Larson's empire of lies crashed under the gaze of Denver's elite. Claire and I stood united, not just victims, but warriors reclaiming our dignity. This was more than exposure. It was a reckoning, a reminder that deceit eventually crumbles, and truth, no matter how buried, will find its way into the light. The gala ended, but the echoes of betrayal lingered. Vincent's empire was unraveling legally and socially. Emma and Claire faced a new reality, and me. I was left to question everything I thought I knew about love, trust, and justice. Was revenge worth the cost, or had I merely set the stage for a more honest life? The story wasn't over yet. Secrets can destroy lives. A simple text message spiraled into a labyrinth of lies, betrayals, and financial ruin. But sometimes, facing truth head-on is the only way to reclaim freedom. This story isn't just about one man's painted as a cautionary tale. What are you hiding? And what happens when the truth comes knocking? Trust is fragile once broken. It fractures everything built upon it. I thought our marriage was unbreakable. I was wrong, watching Emma lie day after day, while living a double life was torture. But the real pain was not betrayal alone, it was the realization that I had ignored the signs, blinded by comfort and pride. Vincent Larson was more than a cheating husband, he was a symbol of greed and deception. His empire, built on lies and stolen investments, was a corruption that stretched far beyond the bedroom. His downfall showed how unchecked power destroys not just individuals, but entire communities. Justice isn't just personal, it's societal. Claire Larson was unexpected, once a rival, now an ally in our shared pain. Her courage gave me the strength to expose the truth publicly. Sometimes, those we think are opponents become unexpected partners in seeking justice. Together, we planned patiently and perfectly, proving that unity can break even the strongest facades. My years in banking taught me that emotions are the enemy of strategy, so, despite the turmoil inside, I approached this game carefully, measured moves, calculated risks. I wasn't just fighting betrayal. I was dismantling an empire. Every action was deliberate, every moment a step closer to exposing the truth. Carrying the burden of lies felt heavier every day, watching Emma pretend, hearing her stories, missing the truth, it crushed me. The trust we built was replaced by suspicion. Yet, every dark night brought determination. I vowed to turn pain into purpose and secrets into justice. Betrayal hurt, but I refused to be broken. Proof was everything. Without pictures, messages, financial records, I was just a hurt husband with accusations. Barry's surveillance turned intuition into facts, rumors into undeniable truths in a world of deception. Evidence is the weapon that cuts through lies and silence. Without it, justice remains a distant dream. One night, a man came to warn me, Vincent's enforcer, a shadow of menace. Intimidation attempted, threats unspoken but clear, fear whispered. But I stood firm. I wasn't alone. The truth was my armor. No bribe or threat could silence the voice demanding justice. Sometimes standing your ground is the bravest act of all. After that night, Claire and I grew closer, united against a common foe. We planned carefully, communicated cautiously, never leaving a trace. Our alliance was dangerous but necessary, a partnership built on betrayal but aiming for redemption in darkness. We found light in betrayal, unexpected strength. A shocking encounter at a coffee shop nearly blew our cover. Emma's random appearance threatened to unravel months of careful planning. Yet, we held calm, played the part, and turned that moment into advantage. Every near miss sharpened our resolve. The stakes were higher than ever. Retreat was no longer an option. Back home, Emma acted overly attentive, almost remorseful, but beneath the surface, she was still hiding secrets, texting Vincent in the study. Her lies were thickening, but my determination hardened. I played along, keeping her close while preparing to strike. The wolf was in the house, but I held the hunter-esque gaze. Night on the deck, stars above. I remembered our early days' hope, promises, dreams. It felt like a lifetime ago. Betrayal turned our future into a cruel joke, but memory can sting and inspire. It reminded me why I had to fight to reclaim the life and love that betrayal sought to destroy. 3 weeks of secret meetings, burner phones, shifting locations. Claire and I became Shadow's two determined souls plotting justice. I learned about Claire's lost dreams and resilience. Our cause was bigger than personal vengeance. It was about exposing corruption, saving others from falling victim to Vincent's lies. Shared stories how Emma and I met, how Claire and Vincent linked through family and ambition. Ambition had turned into destruction, promises into lies. Understanding their history deepened my resolve. Betrayal wasn't just an act. It was a poisonous legacy that had to be stopped before it destroyed more lives. One afternoon, Emma stumbled into us unexpectedly. The tension was electric, eyes sharp, words measured, pretending friendship while truth simmered beneath polite smiles. The encounter rattled them. It revealed we were already a step ahead. Fear began creeping into their perfect little world. The hunt had officially begun. Meetings sent ripples, rumors, whispers, unease. Emma's facade cracked. Vincent's smirk faded. Claire and I knew the power of uncertainty. We were the unknown threat that haunted their nights. We had ignited fear without firing a single shot. That was our advantage, and we planned to keep the pressure mounting. Emma tried to smooth things over at home, wine, attentiveness, fleeting affection. But I saw past the act, hurt mixed with satisfaction, power playing with pain. The war was silent but real, each gesture loaded with betrayal and defiance. I stood my ground, the calm eye in their storm of lies. Claire's call changed everything. Vincent was liquidating assets fast, moving money offshore, desperate attempts to escape the inevitable, the walls closing in. His empire wasn't just shaky, it was collapsing under its own corruption. The enemy was cornered, and every move he made was frantic, reckless, and telling. Then came Reeves, Vincent's muscle, cold, threatening, a warning dressed as an offer, money for silence. I stood firm, threatening to expose everything if anything happened to me. The balance shifted. Vincent was afraid, vulnerable. I had become the threat he dreaded, and that fear was our weapon. After the threat, Claire and I bonded deeper, a pact forged in fire and betrayal. We vowed not to back down, determined to bring justice ourselves where the system might fail. It was dangerous, but courage thrived in our shared resolve. Together, we would shine the light on the darkness consuming our lives. Vincent's sudden absence from gala planning worried Emma, but she kept up the charade. Our refined plan for the gala tightened. The unveiling moment approached. The perfect stage set at the Denver Art Museum. Tonight, the lies would be crushed beneath the weight of undeniable truth, and their world would shatter. A lace glistened, cameras flashed, and Denver's elite arrived dressed to impress. Claire and I, transformed for war, commanded attention. Whispers trailed behind our confident strides. Where were Vincent and Emma? Their absence was a question everyone sensed but dared not ask. The first act of the final scene was unfolding beautifully. Vincent spotted us. His mask cracked confusion, then forced smiles. Claire's icy greeting pierced his facade. The men around him melted away. The tension electrified the room. No private hotel rooms now. No hidden meetings. Claire's voice cut through, demanding exposure, stripping away years of deception's shroud. Claire took the seat meant for Emma. I sat beside her, turning the tables entirely. Emma scrambled, white knuckles gripping her glass. Trapped in the game she tried to control, the weight of exposure hung heavy. The city elite watched, silent witnesses to a social and personal reckoning. Dinner became a battlefield. Claire's charm excluded Vincent. My attention on Claire was deliberate, cutting deeper. Vincent S. rapid scotches and Emma S. forced smiles couldn't hide fear. Each glance, each word was a move in this silent war, an emotional chess game played under glittering chandeliers, and whispered warnings, begging me to stop, to spare the public spectacle. But this was the moment, right place, right time, surrounded by the powerful and influential. I promised the best was yet to come. The truth was about to crash through the polished facades like a wrecking ball. She spoke of new beginnings and clear sight, unraveling years of deception in words sharp like knives. Vincent S. composure shattered as the museum director tried to steer the conversation away. The house of cards trembled, and none around the table could ignore it anymore. Change was in the air. Presentation began as expected, then switched. Unexpected truths unfolded on screen. Secret meetings, passionate betrayal, gasps echoed. Emma S. dropped glass splattered crimson across the tablecloth. The truth roared through the hall, shattering illusions and demanding attention. Vincent was finally cornered, no escape possible. With every revelation, Vincent S. grip on power loosened. Claire and I stood tall, victims no more, champions of a justice long overdue. This wasn't just about marriage vows, it was about integrity, truth, and the courage to confront corruption head-on. Tonight, a city witnessed the unraveling of a tyrant. Aftermath settled like dust, legal battles loomed, social circles fractured, lives forever changed. This story isn't an ending, it's a lesson. Lies destroy more than hearts, they shatter communities. Justice requires courage, sacrifice, and sometimes a public reckoning. I hope you consider what you'd do if your world was ripped apart by betrayal. Truth is a double-edged sword, painful to wield, but necessary to heal. It exposes the darkest corners, shines light where shadows hide. My story isn't just mine, it's a call to vigilance, to courage, to stand against deception, no matter how deeply buried, because truth, once unleashed, cannot be silenced. We all have those moments when the foundations crumble, when everything we believe turns against us. It's in those moments we choose break or rebuild. I chose to fight, to uncover the lies and reclaim my life. Maybe you will too. Maybe it starts with a single decision, to face your demons and refuse to let them win. Justice is complex, not always swift, never perfectly balanced. Some wounds leave scars that never fade. But exposing lies and holding people accountable is a step toward healing. Our fight was ugly, painful, and messy, but it was necessary because without justice, betrayal becomes a silent killer in the heart of society. Claire and I discovered strength in unity. Shared pain forged a bond unbreakable by lies or threats. Sometimes your greatest allies come from the most unexpected places. Fighting darkness requires light from many sources. Together, we were unstoppable, a force ready to topple the empire of deception around us. Betrayal isn't just about affairs. It can hide behind smiles, charity, and success. It corrodes trust gradually until it's a poison impossible to ignore. My story is a warning. Look beyond appearances. Listen for the silences, watch for the cracks. Sometimes, the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows. I wasn't seeking revenge. I sought justice. There's a fine line, often blurred by anger and pain. But justice is about truth, accountability, and healing. This journey changed me, taught me the power of dignity amidst despair. What will define you when your world falls apart? Revenge, or standing tall in truth? In this downfall came lessons about trust, about watching shadows quickly, about the cost of silence. Every secret carries a weight, every lie a consequence. We all build facades, sometimes for survival, sometimes deception. The question remains, how strong is your foundation when the storms come crashing down? The wreckage didn't end our lives. Claire, Emma, Vincent, and we all faced new beginnings, painful but necessary. Rebuilding doesn't mean forgetting. It means learning and growing. We all have the potential to rise from the ashes if we choose honesty over deceit, courage over fear, light over shadow. Vincent's story is a testament to the power of accountability. No matter how high you climb, your actions catch up. The system, slow but sure, will catch the deceivers eventually. But sometimes, it takes someone like me, like Claire, willing to confront the darkness and force the truth into the daylight. Betrayal shatters human connection. But healing begins by trusting yourself again, listening to your instincts, demanding honesty, and refusing to settle for shadows. My journey was brutal but necessary. It's a reminder you deserve truth, clarity, and respect. Don't let betrayal rob you of hope or self-worth. This story makes me wonder, if you were me, facing so much deceit and pain, what would you do? Fight, walk away, seek revenge or justice? The answers aren't simple, but the questions stay with us, lingering in the quiet moments. How far would you go to reclaim your life and dignity? Justice isn't a destination, it's a journey riddled with hard choices and painful truths. It demands resilience, patience, and sometimes sacrifice. But no matter how dark the path, the light of truth guides the way. Remember that every story of betrayal carries a spark of hope waiting to ignite change. Our story ends here, but every ending holds a new beginning. Betrayal hurt, but it also opened a door to honesty, strength, and justice. So tell me, what would your story say? What would your truth ignite? Share your thoughts. Sometimes the bravest step is speaking out loud.